What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, some stuff happened, was it yesterday? I mean, you know, whatever. It was something like that. And, it seems that the CMA has all but thrown out the argumentative side of Sony's ramblings. Like, bah, it's not fair when. They say, stop crying. You get out of here. We ain't got no time for your foolishness. And they realized, well, I was listening to Jeff Grubb, and he said basically that they did some bad math in their calculations or something. And then Microsoft was like, hey, you might want to double check that real quick. And then they did and say, oh yeah, that would be dumb. That would be dumb to do. So even if you did do it, you'd lose money, so whatever. So now that's no longer an issue. The whole unfair competition, taking it away, making it exclusive. They say they weren't gonna make it exclusive, but the CMA didn't believe it. And then they did the numbers, and then they say, oh, I guess they really won't make it exclusive because look at Minecraft, look at any other game that Microsoft publishes on different platforms. You know, they haven't taken away Elder Scrolls Online, have they? Fallout 76, still on there, still supported. So, you know, and there were some people in the comments too who were talking about, oh, I got some friends that are PlayStation fans and they don't care about Redfall and stuff, or they're not crying. And yes, that's true. And what I will say about that, or to that, is that not every PlayStation fan is a pony, and not every Xbox fan is a bot. But ponies and bots are a breed of their own, and they will cry about stupid things. So when I was talking about ponies and donkey unicorns, I'm not talking about all the PlayStation fandom, obviously not, because, you know, cool people will live everywhere. So it's just the ponies. It's just the BMGs of the world. It's just the crap gamer. I'm gonna still put crap gamer in there because he's just trying to play. He's trying to play neutral right now, but we know he's just trying to get views. You know, who else? J-Dub. I would say Zaire, but he's like Ringling Brothers and Barnum. I don't know which one. Maybe Barnum. He might be Barnum. It feels like I'm saying his name wrong. Barnum. Who cares? The circus people. That's who he is. He's just like the ringmaster, the ringleader, the ringmaster, and he's over there with the top hat. Hey, and all those little clowns are doing tricks. Is that a good analogy? Maybe. Anyway, he knows what he's doing. And the new guy, Reforge Gaming or whatever his name is, he's a new pony. He's a brand new pony. But like I said before, I don't know him too much and I haven't really looked into him, so maybe he's a super genius, you know. And maybe you look at Colin Moriarty. He's really smart, but is he really a pony that's really smart, or is he really smart and he's kind of placating to his fan base, if you will? I don't know. And I think they have an Xbox show now. I'm not sure. I heard them say something. They were like kind of pimping their stuff, because like it was Sacred Symbols, right? It's like a 4-hour show. I'm like, I can't listen to this for 4 hours when the first 2 hours is them talking about nothing. Okay, not 2 hours. It's a long time. They're like, oh yeah, the leaves are changing, and I'm like, okay, that's nice to know the person, but y'all going on too long. I mean, make it like 15 minutes. Let's go. But anyway, that's not the point. Point is that not all the ponies are cry. I mean, not all the PlayStation people are ponies, and so they don't cry. And now those are the people I like, who, you know, they like what they like. They like the cinematic things, and I do too, to a certain extent. But the thing about like The Last of Us, I think Uncharted is a better game than The Last of Us, but I think The Last of Us has a more compelling story element than Uncharted. So that's where people get confused and then conflate gameplay with the cinematic aspects of those games, because they're not video films that are interactive, they're video games. So games should be first. The gameplay should be first. And in those games, in those Naughty Dog games, they are not. They are not the strongest part of those games. And that's the problem with those. That's the problem with that formula. Even God of War, as good as it is, it's more about the presentation and let's just say the presentation and the cinematic and the acting and all that stuff, camera work, blah, blah, blah. The gameplay is secondary, and I have a problem with that because I fell in love with video games, not video films that are trying to be interactive. Okay, I'm just saying. Video movies, interactive video movie, whatever you want to call them. I'm just saying, but yeah, what was, I got distracted a little bit. Oh yeah, CMA, that's the big story, hello. So yeah, the CMA has seen the light, and they say, oh snap, it's foolish for them to, you know, be exclusive, to take it away from PlayStation. That's what Microsoft's been saying all along, and now, and the CMA was like the tallest hurdle, so to speak, but not really, because the FTC. The problem with the FTC is that they're not on a different level. They're on a different mindset. They just want to squash the deal, much like Sony did, without actually, they don't care. They just want to be like, yeah, we went up against the big company. That was us, FTC. We stopped them. Without actually looking at the whole thing, you know. And hopefully what happens with the CMA is going to bleed over. I'm pretty sure it'll bleed over to the the EU, because, you know, they're in close proximity, and, you know, it would only make sense. And, you know, Brazil went through this too. They did their due diligence, and boom, they say, hey, this is what's up. So the FTC thing, it'll probably go to court. They say, what is that, in October or something like that? Whatever. And that's fine. I mean, it's a delay tactic, and it's going to delay the whole process, but when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, it's still going to go through. It's just, you know, just give Sony a little bit more time to, I don't know, whatever they're doing, cry some more? Who knows? So the main hurdle to me right now is the FTC. I mean, and they could drop the suit. They could say, okay, we've re-examined the evidence and what the CMA said in the EU, and yeah, we agree with them. It's cool. You know, would they have any extra provisions or anything? Maybe. But I don't see what more that they could do or request that Microsoft hasn't already offered up and put into motion, you know, as far as contractual agreements. They've done it. They've done it for the cloud gaming stuff. That's the only thing that the CMA was kind of still iffy on, the cloud gaming stuff. But they've made deals. They made like 4 separate deals for cloud gaming things. You know, the only thing they haven't made, only cloud gaming service they haven't made a deal with that I am aware of is Amazon Luna. That's it. And I bet you they're trying to. So, I mean, it's just a matter of time now. Let's just sit back and put the feet up and let's wait till it happens. So, you know, I'm gonna assume. You know what assuming does, nigga. That's you mean. But anyway, I'm gonna still assume anyway because I don't care. So yeah. So Call of Duty is an Xbox game now. And Sony better get their stuff together. They better get their shit together. Start making real games again. I don't know what the hell they're doing with all these damn cinematic sad dad walking simulators. You played yourself. You played yourself out. You knew that wasn't gonna last forever. Y'all just milked it forever. You don't got a backup plan. Now you got 2 games of service games trying to come out. All them games been failing. Every service as a game as a service game has failed of recent. You think that y'all are gonna do it? Y'all think Bungie is gonna save y'all? Bungie can barely keep their stuff together. I heard the last Destiny expansion was kind of like meh. All the players are like, whatever, kind of sad and stuff. So hey, I don't know, but I mean, Bungie's a good pickup, but Microsoft had Bungie at one point, and you know, Bungie's gonna get a little squirrely. They're gonna be like, yeah, I don't like how we're doing over here, Sony. I mean, the good thing about the Bungie thing is that Sony owns them, not PlayStation, so they can go above PlayStation. Be like, oh, Jim Ryan, don't even talk to us. We don't want to talk to you because, yeah, we not under you. So get out of our face. Boop. So I guess they just get a budget from Sony, and they do their thug thistle. And, you know, they make their money. If they make what they need to make, they'll be cool. You know, if they don't make what they need to make, then they're in trouble. So we'll see. But anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Hit that subscribe. Like I said yesterday, I said, yo, if I hit 300 subscribers by next week, next Friday, Saturday, maybe I'll say Saturday. I'll give you an extra day. Next Saturday, then I'm going to put out a song. and I have some ideas about it, but I'll put out a song. I'm gonna start working on it this week just because I have a feeling that I might hit 300 because I only have 4 more to go. I got one yesterday. I was like, oh no, I shouldn't have said nothing. But you know what? I would rather work and do a song and put out a little video, you know, to get to a little goal. It's not a big goal. It's not gonna make a difference or anything. But it's about the principality, Smokey. You know, it's about, you know, I tell you something, I tell you guys something, and that's my word. I'm gonna put out a song. If we get to 300, let's go. We got a week. We got 7 days. Let's go. By the end of next Saturday, let's go. So four more subs. So hook it up. It's all good. But let me know in the comments if you still think that the deal is or is not going to go through. Most people do. How do you think the others, meaning the EA and FTC, will handle this, given that the CMA was kind of like the strongest opponent of this, and you see what they were saying now, meaning they come to their senses. Also, going back, I presumed, not presumed, but I said, oh, if they don't approve it, then CMA is corrupt. Corrupt is what I said. Obviously, they're not corrupt because they came to their senses, they did some real math, and boom, here you go. So I'm glad they're not corrupt because that would be bad for the earth. Well, competition in business. But anyway, you know, I like to see it when, you know, things happen that make sense, basically. Anyway, let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Till the wait.